All right, guys, welcome to the Thursday directions video. Again, couple announcements. November 18th is a Wednesday, last day to turn in missing assignments. You still can get 70% on the assignment if it's 100% done correctly. So still plenty of time to get that done. Today is the 5th to give you an idea of how many days you have left. Today we are going to do a little bit of notes, and then you guys are just going to do this Golden Age reading guide and answering the questions at the back. Obviously, skipping 2 and skipping 9. And the PowerPoint and the reading guide are going to kind of go together. It's going to kind of be the same stuff, so to speak. So you'll get it twice, and it's all about like the Golden Age of Greece. So a lot of the stuff is going to talk about kind of the arts. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. You got Pythagoras, the father of mathematics, the Pythagorean theorem, Hippocrates, father of medicine, like the Hippocratic Oath that's still used today. So a lot of these things are still around, or these people have kind of had some pretty impactful stuff. So I'll just kind of let this stuff kind of get talked about in the reading guide. Percellus, he's kind of the main guy. You guys will see that in the reading guide. I'm not going to spend too much time on him, or the Acropolis or the Parthenon. You guys can read about that. The one thing I'm going to kind of get to is the Peloponnesian War down here. All right, so here's the one thing we're going to talk about. Okay, so the Peloponnesian War is the war after the Persian War. So we knew that Athens and Sparta were allies because they had a common enemy in Persia. So this time now, they're going to start to kind of fight each other. All right. So what happens is that Persia tries to invade a place called Syracuse, not the university, Syracuse, the city-state. And what they do is they attack Syracuse, which is an ally to Sparta, and so Sparta is going to attack Athens. Athens has a great navy. Sparta has a great army with the Spartans. Okay, so when they fight this battle, when Sparta's kind of making their way into Athenian territory, the Athenian government makes all the peasants and the farmers out in the countryside revert and come back into the city, and they're going to build a giant wall around the city. And this is okay. As Sparta sits outside, all the Athenians sit inside the city walls. And it's okay because they have such a great navy and they have a port right there. So they're basically boating in food and supplies. So for like a year, nothing happens really. Okay? But then disaster strikes, as you guys can see here. As they're in the minks of kind of this lockdown situation, a plague hits Athens. Now, a plague is normally pretty devastating in this time period, but it's even more so when you literally have everybody that is in your empire in one city that's walled in and you literally can't leave. So you're kind of stuck inside the city with the disease or with the plague. So the plague wipes out Athens. 1/4 of the population dies. Some say even 1/3. The Athenian leader dies. So now there's weakened army. They don't really have a good leader, and Sparta is able to kind of defeat them after that. All right, so we get this, and again, my phone goes off. Wouldn't be one of these if it doesn't. So again, that's kind of how the Peloponnesian War ends. This plague forces Athens to kind of surrender. All right, we're not going to talk much about the Delian League or anything like that really, but again. So in 415, the peace is broken. Sparta, Athens, Syracuse. Over the next 11 years, the bloody conflict finally comes to an end in 404. Who wins? Sparta. Okay, and they win mainly because Athens gets so devastated by that plague that they're not able to fight back. All right. So that's the Peloponnesian Wars. You guys will read about that along with the other philosophers and other main people for this unit. So keep an eye on that. Again, just answering the questions once you're done reading, guys. Skip 2, skip 9, and then tomorrow and Monday we'll look more about this man right here. We'll look at Alexander the Great in great detail. Good pun, Mr. Lorden. All right, that's all I got, guys. Make sure you get your reading guide done, turn it in, and before 8 a.m. tomorrow. I will check the directions for tomorrow. I'm not sure if we need to do a Google Hangout or not, but just keep an eye out. Just show up at the normal time. It'll either be a directions video or it'll be a link to our Google Meet. So I will maybe see you guys Friday. If not, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.